Welcome back to my learnings channel. In this demo, I'm going to create a new Docker container image by reusing public image. Right now, I'm going to pull image by connecting to Docker Hub. So Docker Hub is similar to GitHub. In the GitHub where you keep the source code to achieve the version controlling, in the same way, Docker Hub where you can keep the container images to achieve the version controlling. So we jump into our demo part. First, we need to verify a few things. First, you need to verify Docker version, and you have to make sure both client and Docker engine version are identical. Otherwise, some of the features might not work as expected. Now, if you see the output, both are identical. Now, let's do some Docker login is not required to pull the public image. I have already logged in, just I'm going to log out just to give some information. Now I'm going to log in again. I have created an account in Docker Hub. So with those credentials, I can able to get my login is success. Now I'm going to pull some Docker image. Currently, these are the list of images available in my Docker host. I'm going to pull one image, that is Nginx. So I have the latest image in my Docker host. The Docker host maintain a local copy of image. I'm going to bring up a Nginx container. Nginx basically we can use it as a static web content server, or it can use it as a load balancer. I'm going to start the container again. Here 8080 is a host port and 80 is container port. And I'm going to give name of the container local Nginx. I'm running as a daemon instance and the image name. Now if you see, the container has started and we can see the container status and it's up and running. Let us check it by hitting the port and it's up and running. And if you want to verify the logs of the container, have a command and just you need to give the container name. If I hit again, we can see the logs. And you can see these many logs. Now let's stop the container. This is the command to stop the container. Now if I go back and hit the service, it doesn't respond. So I can start it again. We can tile the logs. Now it got responded. And if you see, we can see the previous logs as well. We put the Docker image, Nginx, and we started the container and we have stopped the container and we restarted the container. Now let's create a new container image using Nginx image. So how the Docker container image concept works, create an image by using another image. Let's say you can derive an A from B, B can derive from C. You can understand the Docker container image concept this way. It's an onion layer, or a cube inside a cube, or a cube inside a cube. Let's say I'm going to create a new custom Nginx image by using Nginx, but actually Nginx got created from Debian. The Debian got created from some other X image that can be a scratch or some other primary source of image. It's a chain. One image can derive from another image. In a simple words, based on a container status, you can construct one more image. Now, so for creating a new Docker image, all you need is a Docker file, and whatever you have specified in your Docker file, you have to make sure those files are exist within the current directory itself. Now I'm going to create a sample small project where we can create I have already created one directory for creating a new image. And if you take a look into the Docker file which I created, Nginx, and I am copying some static HTML pages into Nginx HTML directory. Just I'm trying to override the existing index.html file just to verify whatever I was trying to do, which got invoked with our latest image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to modify this raw file, will alter the index.html. I have copied the file index.html, which I have extracted from Nginx by default index.html. And here I'm going to replace Nginx name with my Nginx. Nginx with my Nginx word to replace all the words. So now it got replaced. So whatever we specified in the Docker file, all are exist in the current directory. So I'm ready to build the Docker image. So what's the command for building a new container image? Docker build -t and the container image name what you want to give. My Nginx current directory. So now they're ready. If we take a look into the currently available images, my Nginx is on top of it and we got created 3 seconds back. Now I want to start this my Nginx container and we'll see the output. So what's the command to start a container? Docker run. It need a host port and container port mapping, because to access your container from your host machine, you need to expose the port. Going to give the name to that container local my Nginx, and I'm starting it as a daemon my Nginx colon latest. Let's check the status of the container. It's up and running. Now let's see the logs. The container name is local my Nginx. Back to Postman, and if you try to hit the Nginx server, it got responded. And if you see, I have changed Nginx to my Nginx and it got reflected. You can also try by pulling other publicly available image and you construct a new image from it, from the source of some X image. You can construct a Y image and you can try to bring up the image. All you need is required practice to get the hands on with Docker CLI. Somebody has created this image based on the Ansible command, kubernetes Docker logo. If you notice, I'm not able to delete one container because it's running. It has to stop. My ng Nginx. In a second. Please like and subscribe.